The RNC leadership, Michael Whatley and Laura Trump, were adamant just a week ago that the RNC, was absolutely not under any circumstances going to be paying Donald Trump's legal fees, because after all, that's illegal, right? The RNC cannot pay for the legal fees of a declared candidate. So of course we're totally not going to do that, they told us. And then they immediately got to work with Donald Trump's campaign to figure out a way where they could pay his legal fees, but also not end up in jail. And they think they may have come up with a solution. What the RNC has decided to do now is to team up with Donald Trump's Save America Political Action Committee, which of course is the PAC that Trump has been using to pay his legal fees. And they're going to start doing joint fundraisers. So the RNC and Save America are going to go out there together and beg people for money. And whatever comes in, every dollar, 50 cents will go to the RNC and 50 cents will go to Save America so we can pay Donald Trump's legal fees without actually paying Donald Trump's legal fees. Oh boy, does this sound like the kind of thing that the FEC is definitely going to have to investigate at some point. Because there is absolutely no way that this is going to go off without a hitch, without any kind of, okay, let's sneak a little more money over here. Yeah, this is a disaster waiting to happen, possibly a criminal disaster waiting to happen. But the funnier part is that you already have plenty of Republicans out there super pissed off about the fact that their money is being used to pay Donald Trump's legal fees. That's why Donald Trump is having trouble attracting millionaire and billionaire Republican donors. They have made it clear they don't want their money being used to pay his legal fees, so maybe we'll give money to the RNC. Well, now that the RNC is saying we're going to give half of everything that comes in over here to Donald Trump, what happens to all those big money donors who don't want their money going to Donald Trump? They keep it in their own pockets. They say, no, we're not going to give you money because we know that you're going to give half of it over here. That's not what we want. And this comes at a time, by the way, when the RNC is basically teetering on the verge of bankruptcy because they're already struggling so greatly with donors. Trump is hemorrhaging donors, hemorrhaging small dollar donors, not able to attract the big money donors. So you've got two groups that are already repulsive to donors, big and small, teaming up to create this monster that is even more unattractive for the donors. So I don't know exactly what they think is going to happen here, but the best case scenario for them is that the donors stay repulsed and don't buy into this. The worst case scenario, of course, is that this violates FEC rules and somebody, possibly Trump's daughter-in-law, ends up going to prison. So there's no good outcome here. The best possible outcome, again, is that nobody donates. The worst outcome is that several people end up in orange jumpsuits. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.